Like a slide deck that I have prepared for this occasion. So again, you make caring possible. So welcome all. So this is all our volunteers, the seniors who we support. So welcome, and on behalf of all our volunteers, our clients, I want to say thank you to you all. So for Carefirst, so we've been in service since 1976. So actually, Carefirst started as a very humble organization. We started not even without an office. So in 1976, actually 3 social workers, they borrowed a desk from University Settlement, which is a long history, 100 years old settlement organization in downtown Toronto. So they lent Carefirst, these 3 social workers, a desk. They somehow have, say, like 0.5, not even 1 staff, to man only 1 service right at the beginning with $1,000 operating budget. 1 service, the Meals on Wheels service. So now, so Carefirst, after, say, like almost like 48 years, so right now, Carefirst, every year, we serve more than 16,000 clients a year. So the services has been, growing, and we are spreading our services across the whole Greater Toronto area and the surrounding areas in York region, and also in Mississauga. So currently, Carefirst, we are operating with a 25 million operating budget, close to 500 staff, and many of them say like PSWs. And Carefirst, say that we have grown from 1 service, Meals on Wheels, right now to a full continuum of community, home care, as well as medical services, primary health care services. So we have recently expanded our mission because we are serving, especially during the pandemic, we are serving not only seniors, we are also serving different age cohorts who come here not just for the vaccination, not just for, say, like the home care services. They are coming here for many other services like wellness education, wraparound care, counseling service, mental health support services. So we have expanded our mission statement, and also we have, say, like our vision is to be, say, like more, say, like integrated, forward-thinking, and community-based. And that's why we are building a campus of care in Richmond Hill. Hopefully we'll be able to become more community-based and serve more people living in the community and aging in the community. So over, say, like 48 years, we've been expanding our services. So you see, this is the whole basket of services. Some of you may not be aware. You thought that Carefirst, you provide homemaking services, having PSWs go to clients' home, or you just provide Meals on Wheels. But basically, we are providing a much bigger basket of services. So the basket of services, to name a few, we do have adult day program. The adult day program is similar to people who think about child care centers, say like that the seniors spend a whole day at our center, not just, eating or watching TV. They got exercise, they got stimulation program to keep them well, to hopefully they'll be able to stay in the community longer. So we have, say, like the elder abuse program, bereavement services, and one of the other things that we have a vocational training center. So in 2009, Carefirst officially obtained a license from the ministry. The MTCU is the Ministry Institution Institute, Education, University Ministry to give us a license to train PSWs, certified PSWs, to somehow replenish the workforce, especially to address the issue of the shortage of PSWs. So we have health education program because of the pandemic, so we have changed a lot of our platforms to virtual. So we have rehabilitation service, and this is when we build this building where you are sitting right now, we do put in on our 3rd floor 30 beds, 30 beds of what we call transitional care beds. This is short stay to say like support people who just discharged from the hospital and they want to recuperate a bit before they go back home, or when adult children are going away and to have a peace of mind, they would like to somehow arrange their aging parents to stay here while they are away abroad, attending, for instance, like conference or going away for vacation. So we do have a strong pool of volunteers, and we have ongoing, even right now, a community exercise and force prevention program that we set up across the whole GTA. So in retirement homes, at community centers, we do have 500 classes, whether it's Tai Chi, line dance, exercise. So it is across the whole GTA, and we work closely with different community centers, retirement homes, faith groups to set up all these community exercise and force prevention programs. And we also have community development outreach. And very closely, we work closely with a team of partners, service partners, especially during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we worked with more than 30 local service partners in order to make the services more accessible to the community members. And definitely we work closely with our medical center, which have both primary care and also specialist care. So you will ask, okay, how are we doing, say like financially? So financially, we have $25 million operating budget. Big portion of it are from government, 50%. And then the others is that we generate ourselves. So the home care services somehow is a significant portion of our services, like the visiting PSW services are a very significant portion of revenue. We have clients' fees and fundraising. You see, so fundraising, even though it is 2%, this 2% support our day-to-day operation. So it's almost like $500,000. And you contribute to this $500,000. This is our day-to-day operation. Separately, we also set up another task to fundraise for the construction of our capital project, the Campus of Care. So that is separate. That is a separate fundraising effort. So your money, okay, your money, who we support. So if you look at our client profile, you see we serve more than, say, like 160,000 clients. Am I wrong? I think we are serving, say, like 16,000 clients. I think I have put, say, like one more zero. I inflated it. Sorry about that. So it's basically 16,000 clients a year. 12% of our clients are homebound. Basically, they receive our home care services. They cannot come out. 12% homebound. Luckily, we have a strong pool of volunteers. We have active volunteers, In our volunteer pool, we have a registration of more than 1,200 volunteers. But out of the 1,200, half of them, only 50% of them are really active. Altogether, they provide 30,000 volunteer hours. It's a lot of hours. It's almost like 20 staff here. This is almost like equivalent to 20 staff manpower. And then out of our clients who we serve, 46% of them within the cohort baby boomers. That means those who are born between the years 1946 to 1964. So the cohort of baby boomers, And almost 30% of our clients, you see, age 85 and over. Okay, so a lot of them are aging and aging in the say like more than 85 years old. So you look at say like the diversity of our clients. So we significantly increase say like other say like clients speaking other languages. 23% speak English, 11% speak other languages. That means South Asian, speak Vietnamese. So we are being perceived as the expert in supporting immigrant seniors. So we are say like diversifying. Our clients are say like becoming more diversified. And one of the characteristics to notice is 30% of our clients basically from the low income group. 30%. That means, what do we mean by say like low income group? You see 10% of them even have revenue or say like annual income less than $20,000. And so you know, I mean the clients who we serve belong more to the low income group. And then transportation is very important to our seniors. 15% only, okay, only 15% of the seniors who we serve have driver license or access to a vehicle. So that means 85% of our seniors do not drive, do not have access to a car. So as a result, transportation is so important to them, because without transportation, they can get nowhere. So this is a slide that captures what Carefirst has been doing, say like over the last 2 years, say like during the pandemic. So Carefirst actually is privileged to be asked, appointed by the Ministry of Health, by Ontario Health, to ask us to provide leadership, to work with local service agencies to support what we call hot zones. You know, say like during the pandemic, there are certain geography being identified as hot zone areas. What do you mean by hot zone? Hot zone, that means in that community, there is a very high infection rate, people contracting virus. But there is very low people coming out to do the swab tests at the beginning of the pandemic. So the government recognized that there are geographies that people are pretty more vulnerable than the other communities. So for instance, South Markham and Scarborough and South Markham and Mississauga, Brampton, those areas has been identified as hot zone areas during the pandemic. So Carefirst is being asked to provide leadership and work with. So during the last 2 years and even up to now, Carefirst has been working with more than 30 partners to do community outreach, to reach out to the community, provide health education about the importance of vaccination, isolation, etc., etc. And then we also distribute what we call PPE, the personal protective equipment, and also distribute the rapid antigen test kits. So we do outreach, and then we set up booths in the shopping malls, outreach to community centers to do all this. So we have reached out, say like almost like more than 30,000 people. And then at the same time, Carefirst also being asked to set up, say like test clinics, swab test clinics, assessment centers. So I highly encourage, till now, we have what we call like the triple virus. Currently, we still have the Omicron, we have the flu, there is the early arrival of the flu season, and also pediatrics, the RSV. So we are currently being asked by the government to ramp up the assessment centers, what they call the COVID, cold and flu assessment centers. So if you do come across friends, neighbors, who have some sort of respiratory symptoms, do ask them to set up, say like an appointment online, book appointment at our assessment centers. It is staffed by doctors, physicians, who will do the respiratory symptoms and then prescribe therapeutics. Because especially during Christmas, New Year, the emergency department will be jammed. So I highly encourage, if you do come across friends who need, say like unfortunately they got some sort of respiratory cough or runny nose, and their physicians, say like their family doctors' offices are closed, or you worry about going to the emergency department, do book appointment with our assessment centers. We will have physicians to assess and also prescribe therapeutics. So this is still ongoing. And then at the same time, we are also continuing, test clinics as well. So, and then the other thing is all the wraparound care. So I won't go into details of wraparound care, and Edith is showing me that I am really being too long-winded. So this is important, okay? So quickly, I would like to update you all, say like because I'm talking so much about our campus of care. So we are building, okay? So recently, this is, I just give you a snapshot, the outlook of it. So we have completed, so far, we have already completed the design, the layout, and we have submitted our package, the design package to the Ministry of Long-Term Care. So what are we building? So we are building those components in red. 120 beds, a medical center, a social hub, gymnasium, community kitchen, community garden, and recently we have added livelies to it. So this is how we stack up the building. So in the middle is the 4 stories of long-term care home. In the pink one is the social hub, the medical center, and then the livelies on top of the building. So this is say there's some sort of a vertical kind of dissection of the building. So this is the layout of the livelies. So we are currently thinking of building 40 units of livelies. So for those who are interested in the livelies, by all means, there is the expression of interest. So Edith and her team will be coordinating the potential interested parties. And this is the timeline that I just want to update you where we are at right now. So recently, we have already submitted the architectural design package to the ministry. So we are working on, and hopefully we'll be able to one day, get the development agreement to start construction. So we will be processing and submitting our site plan application to the City of Richmond Hill, and hopefully we'll be able to really groundbreak by, say, like the summer of 2023, and hopefully we'll be able to complete the construction by 2025. So, where are we at right now? The temperature. The temperature right now, so we target, so just the long-term care home, the medical center without the livelies. This does not include the livelies. The project cost is roughly $76 million. We target to raise 10% of it. So hopefully by 2025 we'll be able to raise $7.5 million. And look at the monitor right now. We have raised, say like, somehow we are on target. We are, say like, we have reached, say more than $2.something million by now. I think it's $2.5 million. We have reached this target by, say like 2020, the end of 2022. So we hope by 2025 is $7.5 million. So this is where we are right now. 呢度咧就係再次多謝咁多位係支持祈禱會所有其實在座 all of you sitting here actually you've been very generous supporting Carefirst. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.